So I messed up, and I managed to record the entirety of the first session with no audio. So instead, this is the second session, and it will be episode 1. And instead of getting the first session on video, I will just give you a little recap of it right here, as well as an introduction to the lore of the world and an introduction to the characters. The campaign takes place in a magical school called the Ventcroft Isle School of Magic, which is located on a disappearing island called Ventcroft Isle. Ventcroft Isle was discovered by Dr. Theodore Ventcroft, who was a professor of spatial and temporal oddities at the University of Brickenmore when he made the discovery. When Dr. Ventcroft first discovered the isle, he didn't notice anything odd or anomalous with it until he tried to leave. That's when he noticed that the isle had disappeared from Brickenmore shore, taking him with it. He decided to explore more of the island, at which point he discovered a fog, a mist, and it had strange temporal properties that he would not discover until after his return to the mainland. You see, he entered the fog and left a few moments later, but that's when he found that the island had returned to Brickenmore, and when he left, he found that 8 years had passed. He managed to spend 8 years on the isle, despite it being only moments from it. During that time, he was declared dead, his spot at the university was filled, and his wife remarried. He attempted to return to Ventcroft Isle the following month, but found that it had again disappeared. He then realized that it disappeared on 8-year cycles. He decided that this 8-year cycle would be the perfect opportunity to construct a school where students would have an unparalleled level of learning, where they would go 8 years contiguously in order to receive the equivalent of a bachelor's and a master's and a little bit beyond in magical education. Ever since then, the Ventcroft Isle School of Magic has produced the highest quality of magical students from around the world, and many students will travel the world in order to go to the school. Ventcroft Isle School of Magic has become the most prestigious school in the history of the world. A complete write-up of this lore and a little bit of extra lore about the Queen's Mists and about the history of the headmasters of the school will be left in the description. As for the characters in this campaign, we have Katherine, Pivvet, Red, Zephyr, Chiktrik, and Christopher. Katherine appears to be your typical prissy rich kid. Pivvet feels like a cowardly wet cat of a rat man. Red is a curiously Italian poet with a really gruff voice. Oh, and he's a kobold dedicated to a dragon. Zephyr is the scion of an air elemental and hails from the plane of air. Very free spirit, very good in a fight. Chiktrik is a hilariously beefy orc with hilariously nimble agility. He's a laughing shadow magus, so it's the least expected fighting style from a big brute that is also very dumb. Now, as for what happened in session 1, the party started off in a lecture hall. A professor comes through the door and rigidly walks down the center aisle and makes his way to the podium. This professor is sort of a mix between a Sheldon Cooper rigidity and a Snape weirdness and darkness. But then the professor's identity is revealed to be Headmaster Reynold Ventcroft. Reynold gives the class a speech about the island's purpose and their work that they will have to do here on the island, leading up to the very peppy and reassuring sentiment that they will not all pass. But then it does go into a sort of more actually peppy sentiment that if they do all focus on their studies, maybe they really will all pass, but that it won't be easy. Chiktrik hears about and joins the Rugby team. That's Rug-B, B-E-E, not rugby. And then later on that night, the party split up and in their individual dorms get to see for the first time the fog rolling up on the beaches. This is the first time that the students see the Breathless. The Breathless are a notable enemy present on Ventcroft Isle. They are powerful undead whose most notable feature is that you begin drowning when you approach them. Any creature within a certain radius of them has their lungs filled with water. There's a specialized team of former students, graduates, called the Iron Lung, whose job it is to stay on the island for the next cycle or two and fight off the Breathless. They are equipped with special fulus tucked into the creases on their armor called fulus of pneumodesicans. These fulus keep the water out of their lungs when activated. The students watch as the iron lung is dispatched to take care of the breathless. They act swiftly and decisively. The next day, when they go to class, they get a group project. The project is simple. They need to create a glass sculpture of a humanoid that can walk on its own. The party decides to go down to the beach to collect sand, which they can make into glass, but then the fog starts rolling back up. Afraid of another breathless attack, the party flees. However, while running, Pivvet turns back and looks into the fog and sees a face. A face that looks eerily similar to Dr. Reynold Ventcroft. Not identical, not even siblings, mind you, but incredibly similar cousins. Now back on the group project, Katherine ends up calling upon her ancestors using magic in order to figure out the glass blowing to make the glass sculpture. And when it comes time to present the glass sculptures, she ends up using telekinetic grasp to cause the sculpture to move around on its own. The class receives an A for their project, everyone goes back to their dorms, and the session winds down. And with that out of the way, we can move on to episode 1, session 2. I hope you enjoy. Alright, nerds, welcome to episode 2 of Ventcroft Isle School of Magic, a Pathfinder campaign that takes place in a magical school with a bunch of magical fools. Earlier, we tried to record this episode. We've already done a good portion of the session, about 30 minutes or so, before realizing that I did the big dumb and didn't record any of the audio. So you're going to instead get a brief little recap of what we've done, and we're going to go into the rest of the session. Good thing not a whole lot has happened so far.
Yeah, honestly, it was just like a little bit of character interaction and us getting distracted. All that really happened was the headmaster passed out like a review for our classes thus far, like for us to review the classes, and passed out our new project. We are somehow randomly all in the same group again, totally not an act of God. And our new project is we've been learning about like how most spells and rituals will require material components, and so this project is about us acquiring them and learning to acquire them. Some of them can be bought from the Isle. That is the recommended way to do it if it's possible, and for the purposes of this project, they will just be given to us because they will be returned to the vendor at the end of the project. It is just for the project. If we can't buy them, then we have to figure out how to go and find them. We will probably have to travel throughout the Isle to complete this project.
And I was confronted on why I was in the island because I seemed to be stupider than the average student, and
no, you seem to be like dumb as fucking rocks.
Yeah,
you're not even the average student, dumber than the average person.
And not only do you like not know what a library is, you seem unwilling to learn when people present you with new information, which is why Katherine was like, "Why are you here?"
I also don't know if you can read or write.
Yeah, can you?
Ooh, we've never been given an answer, and I think that's going to be the best mystery.
I think when we kind of paused, Katherine was going to say something to Pivvet.
Yes. Pivvet.
Yes.
On Wednesday evenings, myself and Zephyr and Red meet for a small study group. Would you be interested?
Would you guys be fine with having me?
I would not have invited you if I was not fine with having you.
His eyes start welling up with tears.
I do not do things that I do not want to do.
He turns around and like quickly takes off his glasses and starts to like wipe his face. And he grabs a little tissue from like this little pocket in his shirt.
She just watches you completely fucking stone-faced.
I want to
his back is turned so
a little bit.
He jumps.
Oh, I'm sorry. You seem sad.
You're fine. Thank you. He turns around. Yes, I would very much like to join. Right.
Do you have any food allergies?
None that I know of.
Perfect. I like to bake some baked goods. to snack on while we study a little.
I'm very,
Uh,
very nice.
I'd rather not have anyone have an allergic reaction. Would not be good.
Well, my kind is very good at eating anything.
Now, as we had discussed a little bit earlier, the project is designed to help you to understand the process that normally goes into acquiring your resources for your spells. This includes using the resources you have available to you, such as purchasing any ingredients on site, like if you have a shop available, and also using resources that you already have, or using resources to learn how to gain them, such as a library. We also discussed that some of you, like I think it was Pivvet, might already have some of these ingredients, and so the other ones can be bought on campus. And in fact, the ones that can be bought on campus, you have 2 of them on your list, and Pivot already has one of the ingredients on the list. There are only 4 ingredients on the list. That leaves you with just one more ingredient. You're looking for an herb called Scutellaria vitafera, also known as the life-bearing skullcap. It is the only ingredient that cannot be purchased here on campus, and that you do not already have.
Red is gonna ask the vendors where they where we might find that.
The vendors that you got the other ingredients from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some of the ingredients too from some other.
Other students are doing.
What are all the ingredients by name? Just for my notes.
I will put them into the chat a little bit later. With I already put Scutellaria in there. I will put them in the list
I'm
there
putting
as
that
well.
there.
We'll put them in the notes.
Are you calling your own name? Funny?
Red.
Mhm.
You asked where you might find this. There is a forest that is on the edge of the Queen's Mist. A little, thicket of woods. And in the middle there's a patch where it grows.
Okay.
It's the only place on the island where it grows. There are other ways to acquire it, but that is the only place where it grows. The other ways to acquire it would be getting it from somebody who already has it, and there are people who have it. So you could also talk to them. One of them mentioned by name happens to be in your class, so they probably are already using theirs.
I say that we take the initiative and go collect our own. Maybe
I
just
should-
because.
Probably changed to more sensible.
I returned to the group with a bag of ingredients. Some of them you guys already have. But hey, I got a bunch of the stuff.
What is that?
He has eggs, weed.
It's the stuff
I've
on the list.
noticed you'd want to go.
Yeah, and
What else in the bag, Matt?
oh, like it's just ingredients on the list, nothing weird yet.
I'm not touching
Yeah.
that bag. Why don't you empty it, Chiktrik?
I'm
Oh,
gonna
Okay.
go to the library.
All
You
right,
said
I
that
will.
there-
Oh,
Oh, whatever.
I
well,
emptied the bag.
why don't we see what Chiktrik has?
I emptied the bag on the floor.
What's in it?
It's just the stuff on the list. Nothing too fancy. There's some
Like
of
the
the stuff on the
two
list.
that
that's
we
just,
were
like,
able to
bought.
purchase, because Pivot had the other one just in his, because he's a thaumaturge.
Yeah, because I left
We
before you
haven't
guys talked about any of that.
So you basically you got the 2 that we could purchase.
Yes.
Chiktrik, I commend your abilities, but we already have those. This is why we discuss things as a group before we split off.
If it's gathering
Oh.
the materials off of the floor.
Pivot,
I guess I could get like a refund.
Pivot, what are you doing? You did not make that
You-
mess.
Okay. Sure.
Pivot, don't
Yeah.
clean up his mess.
Patrick, did you read the paper? Did you listen to us when we were talking about this earlier? It says that if you needed to get the ingredients from the shops, they would just give you the ingredients if you showed them the paper. Because they're going to be given back anyways, so we didn't have to spend our gold on ingredients.
Oh.
You paid
Why
actual money for this.
don't we all meet in the library in half an hour? I can change into some more sensible clothing. Pivot can do whatever Pivvet does. Chiktrik can Pivvet can return those ingredients. We'll all meet in 30 minutes at the library.
I like this plan.
I will go straight there.
All
I'm
right.
also going straight there.
Catherine's gonna go change into not a floor-length 2-layer dress.
Fair.
Instead, she's gonna change into probably like trousers, because that's more sensible. But they still look expensive as all hell.
Pivot's gonna go up to Chiktrik and try his best to climb. That surely won't go well for him. You want to try to return your materials, or keep them and use them?
Why are you talking to me?
You bought those materials with your own money, right?
Yes, I did.
And get them free, so you might be able to return them?
You want to take the money I get back for them? Is that why you're talking to me about this?
No. You keep the money.
Alright, but I got my eye on you.
Sort of come with me? Return it?
Of course
At the
I'm
same
gonna do
time.
that. How else would I be able to cheat on swipe any of that money?
Okay, I swear I'm not a thief. I
Hmm.
just realized Pivot tried to
Sort
steal
of
some of your
thief,
arm
so.
hair.
Yeah, let's go. Come on.
Just gonna follow behind you.
I'm gonna go with them now because I don't. Zephyr does not trust Chiktrik not to bully the hell out of Pivvet.
Expecting Chiktrik to make Pivot carry the bag.
Oh, he's probably already carrying it. Pivot
Yeah.
picked up the items and was like,
And-
you want these?
Is Pivot carrying the bag?
I think it fits. They've
Yeah.
Zephyr's
checked.
going to. Zephyr's gonna go over to the bag. How big and heavy is this bag? How much is in it?
Is it just the material? Like 2 materials, which are probably something like a flower and dust. So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over to Pivot and kind of hold out my hand, just like, here, give it here.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna walk over to him. Something for you.
What?
Here, I'm gonna hold the bag out to him. These are yours, I presume.
Yeah, they are, but
Yeah.
Pivot was carrying them.
Yes, but they're yours.
I still can if needed.
No, they're not yours, they're his. He can carry them himself. He's got big, strong arms. Unless you're too weak to carry your own items.
I think it's Pivot who needs to buff up by carrying them.
You're going to carry your items.
Kind of grumble. I don't know how to do a grumble. Like, take the items from your hand, just grumble. Walk off.
Thank you.
Mom Zephyr.
Wait up, I'm coming.
Why am I shooting now?
So they go and return the items,
Yep.
and we.
Catherine is
all do
already
that.
in the library. Are you guys?
I think Red would have been there first.
Yeah, Red. She's gonna meet Red in there.
Yeah.
We're the first ones here.
Yes, we are.
I thought Zephyr would be coming straight here. Where is he?
He went with Chiktrik and Pivot.
See.
Where did
I can
Christopher go?
already picture the scene where, like, I'm trying to return the items for the amount I got it from, but, like, they're not willing to pay the same amount that I paid for them. So, like, I'm, like, getting really angry. Pivot is, like, in the corner quivering, and, like, Zephyr's like, okay, calm down, we can figure this out.
Catherine is going to sit down and pull out like a textbook or something and start reading it.
Where's Christopher?
He's probably at the library on around his way. Balloon.
Quick question, where are we going to the library?
It was just our meeting spot.
Okay.
Also to search stuff up on
Well, we know where to find the herb. We just needed a
Oh,
meeting
okay.
spot so that everybody could go do their shit.
Yes, Dennis, you want to say we just arrive at the library now, or what?
Yeah, we finish up what we're
Okay.
doing with you. Arrive at the library.
Absolutely late.
A little bit.
I look around the library and I eye it up. Very flammable. Good to know.
Sorry we're late.
I'm sorry.
Here you go.
Good to know you value time as much as knowledge. Chiktrik.
Thank you.
While we're here, oh sorry. Yeah, that's fine.
Does the library have anything written on tablets, like stone tablets?
Yes, they're not materials that are intended for like reading or studying. They do have like old artifacts and things for display and like historical importance and significance rather than like to be studied.
If it's gonna look at Chiktrik and up at Chiktrik and then like point to the like that display and be like, that's not flammable.
I'm just gonna stare at it for a bit, like really hardly stare at it. But maybe if I had a hard enough eye.
Do I need to report you to the authorities?
For what?
For your threats of arson?
I'm not
Oh,
threatening
my
anything.
brain.
If anything, I'm just contemplating how beautiful it'd look on fire.
You are not encouraging any of our fears.
Despite the three of them being
Okay.
despite the three of them being late, Christopher is even more late. He was kind of really busy.
What?
He immediately walks in, doesn't really greet them. Instead, he rather goes to the librarian or the bookkeeper. I don't know if it's a bookkeeper or like a librarian.
Right.
Yeah.
But you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
He goes up, he kind of shows him the paper, and he gestures to it, asking asks her if she can direct him to like any books on it, rather than spend the time fumbling through books.
Christopher, what are you doing? We already know where to find it. We've been waiting on you.
Oh, hi, Christopher. Where have you been?
You are so very late.
Yes, I do have like a sort of botanical almanac of sorts. I have a couple of them. But I think your friends are trying to contact you and keep you over there. If you want to come take a look at it, I can guide you.
Actually, I think it's a good idea that we get the book and check it out. There might be something about the plant that we might want to know. We know where to find it. We don't know what it is, or if it's commonly mistaken for something else.
I suppose.
It
Like to get information.
seems like it's settled. And perhaps, if it is settled, you can come with me, following me. Walking off.
He gives the general like, yeah, lead the way, follow them behind.
It's over here. Pulls out this large, thick book, puts it on their shoulder like this, and like, kind of hunches forward and onto a table that's right nearby. This giant thing, it's like 2 dictionaries, and then expanded a little bit more. Very fine print, very thin pages.
I may have to reevaluate this library if it takes muscle to read. Oh, so there's like different weight classes for different books?
Yeah,
Why did
one
you
could say that.
Oh, why are you here?
A group project.
The island. Do you want to learn?
Yes?
It sounded like a question. I'm asking you the question. Do you want to learn?
Sure.
Why do you sound unsure about your desire to learn? Your magic school, the world.
Well, I admit it wasn't really my first choice, but It was the best one at the time.
The best
And
choice for what?
Not important. Let's get back to the project.
Chiktrik, you're in our group.
Yeah.
You're partially responsible for our group.
Yeah.
I would like to know if you're going to fuck it up for us.
No, not on purpose. No.
What am I like?
We require your cooperation.
I will cooperate as long as it's not stupid.
what do you define as stupid?
Paying taxes.
What?
I'm
Anyways,
sorry. Did you pay your fees to get in?
Yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah.
Chiktrik kind of points over to Pivvet, kind of gesturing him over.
Go to the country to help build infrastructure for everybody. Do you know this, yes?
Meh. I bet it looks over to you.
Yeah, waves Pivvet over. On the and here, please. You're small. You're small. You can read this book better than I.
Huh?
Smaller eyes. The font's not look bigger. Man, well, that was an unfortunate joke falling on deaf ears. Well, this is quite a large book. I bet if we hand it off to Katherine, it is our best bet of getting the book done by. He kind of looks through like his pocket watch. Tonight.
What do you mean, get it done?
Yes, annotated all the works. You and Katherine are close. Perhaps you can suggest the idea that she goes and annotate it on your Wednesday study session.
I don't even know how to begin to answer that.
Just send her the book. She'll figure it out. She's smart enough. She's smarter than I.
He's gonna look at the cover. What book is it?
It's a botanical book of.
It's a fucking
plant that we're looking
botanical almanac. It's
Yeah.
like a fucking encyclopedia of plants.
Yeah.
He's just like.
It's just like, here, annotate this encyclopedia.
Yeah, he's just like, you know what? She's our best bet at that. If you want this book to be done and you can understand what all it's trying to say.
Did you see the study routine I posted on her Tumblr?
Yeah.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
It's a bit mind-boggling.
What is it? Chiktrik. It's I am the nobleman. One would assume more interest in dodging my taxes because I will have to pay a substantial amount more than you. And I am not trying to dodge my taxes. And you are, apparently.
Allegedly. I don't.
Water knee is on the ice, which is very thin.
Guys, kidding.
It's on thin ice with me as well.
If you do not get to pay into these social services, why should you benefit from them?
Because I didn't benefit from them. None of my people did.
You don't have a road.
We built it ourselves. Look, I understand you probably don't see any of the stuff that happens in the lower ends of society. I lived there. I was there. It wasn't that great.
Are you done?
Yes, I would like to continue with this project.
Pivot, not wanting to interrupt the argument, just opened the almanac himself and started making notes on the Scudalaria.
Good little rat. Good little rat.
That
Pivot, what do you do?
He's on top of this. Good job.
And Judith, what's from this encyclopedia? And I figured since you guys were mid-argument, I just...
It wasn't even that big a deal for you, Pivot, considering that there is only one section on this plant, because it's organized by species of plant, and there are a lot of those. So that's what
I
this
didn't
book is
think it
so
was a
big.
dictionary of like plants. I
Yeah.
thought it was just like one really big book about this plant.
Oh no, it was
It's just like very specific about like all the experiments that went on with the plant, like Gregor Mendel's pea plants.
Yeah, no, it's just a giant encyclopedia of plants. So if your knowledge is going to be in here about, or any information about a plant is going to be somewhere, it'll be in here. And then this gives you citations of other books that you can look into that are more specific about the plant.
I thought it was like a scientific write-up about
What
this
is this?
fucking plant.
What does this book tell us about the plant?
It tells you pretty basic stuff about the same stuff that you already knew, like it grows in that one location. It grows in a couple other places too, but most notable was Ventcroft Isle has a patch. Other places are not on the Isle. They're elsewhere in the world, so they're not going to help you. It gives a diagram and a physical description of what it looks like. A brief description of its like class among other types of plants, so like you can deduce how it would produce its food, like the type of the way it respirates. It also would detail some base level information about its reproductive cycle and that kind of stuff. And its most notable feature, which is that it is a magical plant, of course, and the land around where it grows is resistant to death, and that people that would die in its presence instead don't.
Said no.
Yeah, instead don't.
Does this have to be like planted, or can I like?
It has to still be in the place where it grew. If you pluck it, it loses this ability.
What if I like take the dirt and the roots? Then,
What
like,
if I
bag?
planted one in a pot?
Yeah.
No,
Like
There's something magical about the land that it's growing in.
Nope.
Sounds like.
it the way that it works, the current understanding is that it has a really advanced but also very, very small and fragile widespread network of roots that spread down sort of like a kind of mycelium type thing throughout the land that it's growing in, and that consecrates the land. It's the same way that like a priest's consecration would do, or like the construction of a temple would do.
Is there any plants that look similar that we should look out for?
It looks pretty similar to other types of skull caps. So, like, it's up against other plants that are completely mundane and non-magical. But it does have some telltale signs, such as they're going to be the only skull caps growing in the specific locations noted. And they are a bright blue color that, when in complete darkness, glows faintly.
Cool.
Okay.
What eats them? Does anything eat them?
No.
Good question.
They are incredibly bitter to eat, and things don't like to eat them.
Right. We should head out and go get these if we want to be back before dark.
I agree. Especially with it being close to the Queen's Mist.
think it'll allow us to go out after last.
We cannot be afraid of the whole isle because we happen to be out when the mist broke. It will happen many times over the next 8 years.
We'll be fine. And this time, I have my sword.
And I'm sure the Iron Lung is keeping a very close eye on the mist. We will be fine.
You're right.
It is their job to keep a close eye on the mist. It is their job to be on top of an attack as soon as it happens. Even if we do get caught, we'll be fine.
Must be nice.
Okay.
What must be nice? Chiktrik.
You to depend on them to bail us out. Must be nice.
Yes, it's almost as if
It
that's
is
what they get
nice.
paid for.
You realize they're here to protect you too.
Mm-hmm.
This Chiktrik Katherine dynamic is awesome.
She already didn't like it, and now she fucking hates his guts.
This is great because like there's a lot of interesting commentary that can come from these two.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is Red wearing shoes?
Ooh, that is actually a really
Yeah.
good question. Red is wearing a newsboy cap, leather jacket, and
Is he wearing
pants.
pants? Okay.
Yeah, wearing pants and
Fucking rules for
Sandals.
clothes are different for everybody.
Sandals.
He's gonna Pivot's
Yeah.
gonna scooch up next to Red and obviously very nervous trying to start a conversation, but he feels a weird kinship with Red also being small. There's just like a hi, I noticed you have shoes.
You're walking and talking.
Yes, I am. Sanders.
Where
Yeah, by the way,
shoes
I think.
fit
Yeah.
your- yeah, I think we are.
Mhm.
To fit your, feet like that. Never been able to.
They were made where I come from.
Oh,
Ustrama.
fear of offending you. I will not try to pronounce it.
It's very fine.
Do you want to say that you guys arrive at Astrocops?
I love the Astro Cops.
Astrocops.
Awkward, frigid silence between Catherine and Chiktrik, I imagine.
Yikes.
Like, Chiktrik is, like, heated, and you're, like, frigidly cold.
Is Catherine being silent the whole walk there, or is she making small talk with the others?
Not unless somebody tries to talk to her first.
Let's do our pause and resume next week right here, and I'll splice the videos together, and we'll start the next one by explaining why we're all wearing different clothes. And I'll give this session's XP, and like I'm gonna consider these both like one big thing.
So, we paused the recording because it was getting really late, but we're back now, which is why we've all changed clothes. Also, I'm in the same location as,
Yeah,
you're
go ahead,
not
try
actually
pointing.
behind me. I guess that one. I'm in the same location as Jon, which is why my audio sounds all funky.
I need to put the party onto the map. Let's establish a walking order, shall we?
No way in hell is Catherine. That's all I know.
Who said that they would go first? Was it me or Chiktrik?
Yeah. Chiktrik. Yes.
Okay, which one of you? Chiktrik.
Chiktrik goes first.
All right, Zephyr, where are you going?
I was gonna say I went first, but I'll go somewhere in the front.
All right. Right now, I've got a sort of triangle formation for y'all. How about
I'll
that?
go here.
You'll go right there in the middle,
Yeah.
and then
Just keep us all the way in the back as you see her.
no, that's smart. And then Pivvet just kind of is there, and he's the last one we asked about because he's Pivvet, and he's a sad, sad little rat man.
He's a sad, sad rat man.
Hey, he's in the perfect position to tug on Catherine's robes like a 5-year-old telling his mom he threw up.
Alright, the pathway split. I know how to solve this dilemma. I pick up a stick, I like kind of angle it towards the ground, and then I drop it. Whichever direction it's pointing is the one I go. Full confidence. Which way does it point?
Here, I'll actually just flip a coin. Why don't we do that?
What are you doing?
Incredibly misguided.
I've got a coin right here.
Finding my way.
All right, it is going to go to the left.
Left here.
No, I'm not an expert survivalist, but I don't think that's actually survivalist.
Oh, it definitely is.
If we were just going with it, okay.
Yes, we are just going with it.
We may as well.
Kristoff, you good back there?
Oh, sorry. I was trying to see what my shit was.
Okay.
I was trying to check something. I was trying to make sure what kind of toys I made.
Yeah, we're kind of messy right now, but I'm assuming we're still in that formation.
Probably. I'm gonna be casting. Oh, I was about to say something before.
What's up?
I was just gonna tell you my activity because.
What's your activity?
Oh.
Casting shield.
Okay, you're casting shield. That's fine. You can be casting shield. All right, Matt. You are facing downwards, like south from here.
But where'd he go?
So as Chiktrik like was leading the group, right when he crossed around here, his form became very staticky and displaced, and then he vanished.
Well, it seems Chiktrik is lost to the woods.
Chiktrik, you noticed that happened immediately as well, and you saw the woods around you become staticky and displaced, and then shift over to the side, and then you were now in different woods.
Well, Chiktrik has been lost to the woods. I suppose we'll have to go the other way.
I pick up a stick and I put it into it.
You what?
John,
Yeah.
is this wood that I bit into proper wood?
Yes, yeah, it's real wood.
Don't make a joke. Don't make a joke.
How are real trees doing magic?
Could it be the mist that's messing with it?
The mist doesn't do that. The mist is a temporal anomaly. This is a spatial one.
School is not very safe.
The headmaster would not have
Oh, let me unpause. You guys can.
made it an outright dangerous.
Can I try picking up like a rock or a twig from around here and throwing it across where Chiktrik disappeared?
Yes. So you throw it, it gets staticky and displaces, and Chiktrik, you get hit in the back of the head with a small stick.
I throw the stick back where it came from after being hit by it.
It gets staticky and is displaced. It gets statically and displaces, and Zephyr, you just got hit in the back of the head with a small stick.
Oh, God.
That's it.
Okay. Well,
Move. I don't want to get hit by anything else.
I'm gonna try something real quick. I'm gonna step over.
Okay.
Oh, there goes Zephyr.
I serve him for a steak.
Hello.
No, if you throw the stick, it might hurt Zephyr. It might hit Zephyr.
Did you also go for the squeeze wizardry?
No, I'm pretty sure you can come back. Did you just throw a stick that I threw at you by accident?
But that was you?
I didn't mean to hit you. But where did you throw the stick?
But the trees are the ones doing the magic. How did you?
Where did you throw the stick at?
Oh, I threw back whence it came, you know. as you
Over
do.
this direction?
Yes.
Okay, well, why don't you walk in this direction as well?
I don't think it'd do much.
I have reason to believe it'll send you back to, the group where it's, safe.
But like, I
Yeah,
can
but-
plainly see everything beyond this point. Like, I'm gesturing to the woods as I walk through it.
Step
Hold on.
through.
How do
And I step through it, and I'm like, saying, I can plainly see everything here, and like things change around me.
And I follow it through.
Oh. No fog of war is remembered now.
Yes,
Like,
good.
that area just disappeared.
Yes. Yep, that was intentional.
Alright. And wait, why is
Yeah,
everything different now? Wait, where did you guys come from?
They've been here the whole
What?
time.
Oh, I
Which one of these
suppose-
trees is the wizard? I swear it must be one of them.
You are so very stupid.
Chiktrik.
No,
The trees are not
I
doing
can-
magic. There's some sort of spatial anomaly in these woods.
that was cast by a tree. Like, come on, it's really not that hard to follow.
Well, I think we should probably check the other way.
Potentially.
Didn't agree.
So you can go on and move. You guys have control.
She's gonna step back so that the frontliners, guys, we should probably let the frontliners get up front.
Is anyone else able to? Sorry, I'm taking a minute. So I'll catch up. I'll move my character along.
Must see
Hey
if
John,
the other
can I
side
have
is the
like
same.
one token?
Sure.
Other cat.
Yeah.
Don't know exactly why you'd want to control that one right now while walking around. It sounds like a hassle.
Probably gonna
Not really.
select both at once.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I just had a ghost token. That was kind of silly.
Token. Go kid.
A Gokin, if you will.
Yeah.
I'm still
John,
casting
you just
shield.
triggered my token. I
Hey,
should
hey
go.
guys, we should probably all pick our exploration activities before something else happens. I'm still casting shield.
Sure.
I'll scout.
Alright.
Search. I guess no, that slows down too much.
Yeah, searching doesn't slow us down too much. If somebody wanted to search, they should do that.
Yeah, Nancy was saying she
Oh.
wanted to, but then she was like, no, it'll slow us down too much. We're just exploring one map. It's not gonna slow us down that much.
If you move more slowly, it makes your search better. What it is. Yeah.
Did you want to search or?
This water bottle exploded on me. Like it was all carbonated, but it's not carbonated.
Anyway, casting shield, scouting. I think Nancy's searching. What is everyone else doing?
I want to cast detect magic as we walk.
This place is gonna light up like a fucking Christmas tree.
It might.
Yeah, that's what I thought about it, but I was like,
You know, it might light up like a Christmas tree, but also can't you like,
You can only ignore things if you know what's causing it. So like you can't just say, I'm gonna try to ignore the tree if you don't know for sure that the tree is magic.
okay, well, if the tree lights up, wouldn't I then know for sure that the tree is magic?
So because you would be casting it at level 1, you don't know the location of anything magic. You just know that there is magic.
Oh, okay. Well, if it lights up like a Christmas tree, then I'll stop doing it.
I believe you have to upcast it to 3rd level to know the location of the highest level magical effect.
You do.
Well, it's
Otherwise,
it's a
it's just
cantrip.
saying there's magic in
not
the
like
area.
casting, is it?
Cantrips get upcast. They get automatically upcast to your highest spell level.
Yeah, they're heightened.
Yes.
Yeah.
Heightened equals
what-
upcast. These are the same thing.
What you have right now, if I recall correctly, it'll only tell you there's magic within a 30-foot area.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's it. That's all you get.
When I cast it, does the whole place, like, does everything light up like a Christmas tree? Is it like everything?
Nothing lights up. It just is.
No, okay,
so
so I'm using the terminology Amanda used.
3rd level, you learn the School of Magic. And 4th level, you know the exact 5-foot square.
Yeah, and even then, it's only one magical effect that you
Yeah.
get. If there are multiple, you'd only see the ones.
I'm just hoping that maybe if everything, like, if I don't get it everywhere, then maybe it'll tell us where the teleporties are.
Yeah, that's a good point. Alright, so detect magic, search, scout, shield. Chiktrik, what are you doing?
I think all the activities are taken, so I guess I'll just scout as well, or
Search as well.
If you
Search is
scouting
not
doesn't do
search as well.
anything, but if you also search, then you could see something that Red doesn't see, and vice versa.
ooh, okay.
Oh,
Pivot.
Active.
I'm assuming no one's paying much attention, but if anyone suddenly happens to notice, he suddenly
Okay.
there was absolutely no, like he did not have one coming here. Now has one in this.
What's his exploration activity, though?
Question. I don't know if
Do you have any one action like abilities?
putting the sword in my hand, which I don't even think is a whole action. But
Yeah, that is an action, but like one action activities that you can repeat over and over and over, like casting shield.
Oh,
Just
well.
Keep strong.
I don't think I do actually, unless it would be investigating or searching.
Search then. Having 3 people
Alright.
search will be better than having even 1 or 2. You don't roll anything, John rolls it.
Yeah, I'll roll it when necessary. Unless you want to just give me a couple rolls and I'll use them as I need them.
Secret.
Secret,
You
yeah,
don't
blind.
get to see them.
Yeah,
I
I'm
did
following
that,
you
so-
guys here. It's up to you.
Just let John do it, I say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with
Yeah.
It's,
Probably better.
also
Alright.
as a statement, Zephyr does have his sword.
You want John to roll for?
Your blind rolls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
that's
want to
how
do it,
works.
that's fine, but like, probably better to just have fun to it.
Yeah.
All right, another branching pathway. Up another stick. I drop it. I have my own coin actually, so I'm just gonna do that.
Okay, yeah, that works.
All right, it goes left. All right, onwards.
Have I picked up any? Would you just tell me if I picked up something with detect magic? Or
Yeah,
is
what's
it
the range? What's the range? 30 feet?
30 feet?
You want to put down a radius or?
Yeah, is there a radius?
I got it. I got it about how big it is.
You found anything?
Alright, you're detecting magic now.
What?
There's magic.
Whoa. There's something
must be
magical around
another-
here.
Wizard tree.
Wizard. The trees are not wizards.
That's what they
Wizardry.
want you to think.
Hey, you said wizardry.
The trees don't want anything. The trees don't think.
Why don't we finally learn to snap?
The trees do not want anything, Chiktrik. They're trees.
They didn't know about wizardry. But they were alluding to it. Thank you, ancestors, for your wisdom.
Oh, found the magic.
That's alright, you wanna go get him again?
The
Sure.
lights turning off.
Um,
All right, Matt, you're facing north.
Me is gonna mark
Smell
nearby.
wizard
Did it
tree.
pick me up too?
No.
Oh really?
Uh.
All right, now it does.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Sorry. Hold on.
He is gonna mark the bases of these trees with chalk.
That's a good idea.
If you could, yeah, if you could draw like a line there or something. That
Yep.
way we know
I've got one. I'll just make it visible.
I was gonna make an observation that I don't think Zephyr would have picked up on.
Well, we could draw.
That way is no good.
Interesting. I mean, you know the drill. If we want to stick together, you can come back this way. We should,
Well-
probably should stick together.
What's the point of going back if we're just gonna teleport at some point anyways?
I don't know, so we can all decide what to do as a team. Not like it'll run out.
Do we hear them through the
Okay.
portal? Or
No.
Back to the
I know it's probably not a portal. I'm just calling it.
space-time anomaly.
Keep that.
All right, let me
Yeah.
move you.
Oh no, Chiktrik isn't here. Anyway.
What did you say?
Oh no, Chiktrik isn't here. Anyway.
Is the teleportation followed by a sound effect?
No, it's mostly just a staticky noise and the rustling of leaves and the blowing of wind.
I do like the wind.
It's sounding more and more like a tree wizard. I'm just saying.
It's not really because
That was
Oh,
out of character.
okay. Not gonna-
Yeah.
well, how about we go north?
I still think we could go this way and then just, continue on as we are.
We probably could, but don't we want to explore this whole area before deciding a path to teleport to?
Our character also doing it
Well,
this
not
way
at that
allows us.
No, it's not.
I think it's going anywhere.
I recognize that area. I think I was there earlier. Or was I? It looks familiar. Well, one way to find out. I run straight to it.
Oh my god.
All right, continue on.
I guess I'm okay.
So, if you recognize this area and you thought you were going to teleport, then that likely means that there is a direct path through these. It forcibly teleported if you go the incorrect.
You're assuming the teleportation is not part of the pathway.
I suppose.
Pivot.
Yes.
Chassis.
Oh yes, I was here before. Looks
I like
better.
the idea that was Christopher actually, my token, he actually almost walks into space.
Wait, did Zephyr not send magic?
Knowing that this is
Oh yeah,
familiar.
yeah, Zephyr, you detect magic. I'm sorry.
I detect magic?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, how is Chiktrik knowing that this is familiar though? It's
Chiktrik, you're moving to the right on the screen.
It's because, like, the layout of the land, like, you can kind of tell, can't you? Now, I'm not saying it looks perfectly like I remember. I'm saying, like, it feels familiar, because I was teleported through this spot before.
I mean, yeah, but like I know where it is because I can see the top-down map. But I mean, you're telling me that your character would recognize it while walking through the trees and bushes? after
Yes,
being
I
randomly
think that is
teleported?
completely reasonable. Yeah,
Really?
I think that's totally reasonable. Have you ever been in the woods?
You walk through
Yeah,
nature before,
lost every time.
That's weird. That's not the normal experience. People usually are just fine finding their way around. I know I was.
Yeah,
I'm
Like, sometimes you
bad.
see a tree with weird leaves, or like, it has an odd branch, like a log to the side, like a bush in an odd place, and it's just like, you just have these landmarks in nature.
also trees just like look different from one another.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mark the area with chalk again.
Right, let me go
Also,
visify it.
we're not memeing, like, this is something that, we do. And back to square one. I love being right.
Which direction do we want to go? Because it seems every direction that we have picked will teleport us eventually. My vote goes to the one that we were at last. Not this one, but the one prior.
You mean the one I wanted to follow through with?
Why
Let's
that's not
go.
Zephyr.
I don't know. I just picked one.
That one didn't lead back to a spot that was previously where we were at.
Oh.
This one leads back to the very beginning, while that one leads like in a different spot. You know,
Shy Boy 1 looks at Shy Boy 2 going, what is going on?
I'm trying not to like use the map as a reference because like I know how far it is, but like if I'm being teleported, I wouldn't have an idea of how far I went.
Red is gonna go through this time.
Alright, both of you are going through?
Yeah.
I will just copy you both. And you guys
I
end
think
up...
we were all gonna go through, but
Are you all going through?
yeah.
One.
Mama?
Very good.
Green, are you not marking that last one? The one that you just came through with the chart, like you have been?
How's everyone's rations?
That's a
There's
good
bit
idea.
of hunting here if anyone needs any extra food.
Gonna go ahead and mark that. Good idea.
I can't imagine they
they're
will be
animals,
lost in the
like-
woods for weeks on. We'll be fine.
Does the school own and the animals too? Yeah, how does that work?
The sun starts to go down, we go back to our dorm.
Never had any good jerky, have you?
At the mention of like it getting dark, Christopher kind of looks up to the sky a bit nervously, removing like a whittling knife from his like coat.
Yeah, Red's gonna pull out his lantern and then snap his fingers and light it.
The sun is
That's
not going
fine.
down
Convenient.
yet.
But we're in the woods.
I mean that you can create your own lantern light.
Oh yeah.
You ever just burn things to burn them?
Zephyr just saw a real.
I beg your pardon?
Open up a Minecraft server. In the
I'm
dark.
I'm asking Red if they ever just burn things to burn them.
No, I always burn with a purpose.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, it's just sometimes fun to watch things turn into ends.
Oh, sure, yeah, it is, but I will not go to the library and do that with you.
Wait, could you repeat that?
It certainly is, but I'm not going to go to the library with you.
Whoa.
Oh,
I love
yeah.
that.
Is this a is that like a cliff?
You know,
Like an uphill thing, or is that down?
I'm not saying I would light it on fire. I'm just saying it would be good if it was lit on fire.
It would be such a waste.
Xander, you were asking about that thing you're at right there. That's just
Yeah.
like a thick root thing that is hanging across the ground.
Okay.
Oh, that's a root. It's not like a.
Yeah.
It looks like dirt.
Yeah, I see that
yeah.
now. Yeah, that's just that's just a root with like moss on it.
Makes sense with all these roots. Yeah. I just assumed it was like a downhill thing. I was gonna have Christopher like show how like unfit he is, so then make sure.
I
Hey,
suppose.
Well, it's not that bad a walk. I was just gonna have to do the thing like, you know, where like you like stumble trying to stop yourself while going down a hill.
Yeah.
You just would have done that, but like really clumsily.
Are the frontliners gonna keep going?
Yeah, I was gonna try to say something. I'll hand it to you, Red. It would be a bit of a waste because you can only watch it burn down once.
You are very sick.
Do you know?
I do believe I'm healthy, but thank you for your concern.
Chiktrik, just because you do not value the
Alright.
knowledge contained there does not mean no one else.
I got another stick. Figure this out real quick.
I am going left now.
I'll go with you.
No.
Well,
Right it is. He doesn't even notice that you're gone.
I'm sorry.
All right, simultaneous crossings we've got here.
Ooh, nice.
And also Zephyr, you do just now with your last movement notice magic.
Something's up. Oh, yep, there it is. Found it.
All right, Red, you are looking to the left of the screen right now, like moving towards the like up left region.
Alright. Red is gonna mark it and then go back through.
All right, I will mark that in a moment. Meanwhile, Chiktrik, You are now facing north.
Ooh.
I suppose we
I
should
should
go.
probably wait for the rest of them to come through this.
I suppose we should go check on Chiktrik.
Oh, we should wait for Red to come back.
I thought Red already came back through.
I'm still marking all that. And are you gonna mark here as well?
Yeah. He's gonna put an X next to this one.
All right.
Say don't go through this one.
Okay, so you guys are actually about to kind of learn something.
What's with the X?
Because I already have an X there.
Interesting.
Red, what's with the X?
It's near the beginning. Dead end.
Okay. You maybe I thought it might have been dangerous over there.
Oh, let me unpause.
Man, they do not know how to walk forward and do the.
Like, wait for them to leave the tree. And, oh,
All right, is everybody going through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we should mark it on.
Yeah.
Oh. Did they go through the portal?
Yeah.
yeah, we're
Oh,
going
okay.
to
I'm kind of like mashing like wood branches together.
What are you doing?
I'm making a wooden bunny. What does it look like? Like, come on.
Oh, so we just got on the
It
other
looks like
side of the teleporter?
You're lighting some trees.
No, is
It's
it
not done yet.
is
Were
it
we
common
up
of
here
a
earlier?
culture?
Look, no, we were here earlier. Red marks the...
Oh, hold on a minute. I am a little bit bad because I just noticed which direction. Hold on.
You know, it'd be great if you had two lines, one that was blue,
I'm
one that was orange.
so sorry.
And the blue ones lead to the orange ones, while the orange ones lead to the blue ones. Then we'll always know which side is going to.
Alright, this is where you guys came to.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, at the very beginning.
What?
That one doesn't lead to where I put Matt. It leads down here.
Yeah, you get my hopes up.
This is giving very big Korok forest vibe.
Mm-hmm.
We try the path to the left then, since we're already here.
I throw the
Might
wooden.
as well.
I throw the wooden bunny into the forest. Doesn't look like a bunny.
Is the making wooden sculptures common of orcish culture?
I will say yes.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Okay. So Red at least understands what he's doing.
Oh, sorry, John.
You're
Thank you
good.
for moving me.
Yeah, you're fine. Alright, so you guys walked through. Are you guys just going through that path?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so let me just grab all you. Let me just delete all you and drag you all back onto the new spot.
You're being
I feel like my entire being has just been de-atomized and reconstructed.
Borderlands respawning.
Yeah.
It hurt.
Did you strike?
I thought we got teleport. I thought we got separated in the teleporter. I was so scared.
Okay.
Alright, there we are.
So like,
And you're all facing down, like downwards, south.
Oh, may as well try this path.
Looking at the ground.
He's gonna go down here to the right, and then put a circle near the one.
Wait, Xander, I
Yeah.
thought Christopher was hanging to the back.
I was just moving forward while everyone else was, because I assumed you guys would all end up behind me.
John,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep, what's up?
he's gonna put a circle next to this one.
Is it okay if I just reveal another X that is a different color?
Oh, sure.
Whatever.
What if you just said no? No, you can't. You can't give us the information you intended to give us.
Okay, so don't go that way. That way was horrible.
alright, I'm gonna like. Is there a log laying around somewhere?
A lot of logs. We're in a forest.
Well, yeah, but like one I can just move.
Oh yeah. I would say while it's not particularly easy, you could probably cut off some of these to make like logs that you can move. I don't think there's really anything sitting around that's free that you could move, but you could cut off one of those. Not that, actually, not even that hard. Pretty easily.
Alright, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna drag the log behind me as I go through here and see if it, like, cuts off part of the log.
It does not. It brings the entire log with you. Do you want to go through?
Yes, I do. I guess the next thing to try is to hold hands in a line, and whoever's hand gets 7. Because
I am not holding your hand. I do not want it to catch on fire. Not in my own possession.
Was this not the one that went back to the beginning? I'm lost.
No.
No, it isn't. Another pair. That's of another pair after this.
Wait.
Never mind.
Your hands just spontaneously burst into flames.
Not spontaneous when I tell them to.
Sorry.
Wait, so you're saying you'd burn my
You want to go through?
Yeah.
All of you?
Yep.
I am saying you would burn mine, you filthy arsonist.
But my hand doesn't combust.
Red.
Yeah.
Did you want to mark anything here?
Put a mark it here.
Did you? Yeah. Did you want to mark anything here?
Yeah, I'm gonna put a an X here, so not the circle. So I don't know what that one is.
That one, like the pink X that I had at the top, like the same symbol is up there. Why that?
Why not just put a
Because-
triangle so you can just like try to fucking link the portals?
Or since you already know these are linked, why don't you put the same symbol as what you just had, huh?
Yeah.
Gotcha. I was doing correct versus incorrect. Like,
Yeah, let me just reveal the X that is the same color as what you just came through.
gotcha.
I suppose that would make a lot of sense now, wouldn't it?
A lot smarter, yeah. Like,
But my hand's a little sweaty, but I don't think that catches on fire.
Where's my cat behind?
Do you think if I build like a cabin in those spots, I could have like an expansive house because like I'd be teleported around it?
Hey, thoughts. Why don't we allow Zephyr to lead instead of Chiktrik, since Zephyr is the one that can sense when we're about to be teleported?
Can you sense when we're about to be teleported? Zephyr?
Yes.
I can.
Why haven't you said anything?
he has been doing it the entire
You
time.
get magic this whole time, Chiktrik.
Yeah, but that's magic. This is tree wizards.
You think wizards? What do you think that wizards do?
Well, they use magic, but these are tree wizards. They use tree magic.
Ugh.
I mean, do you have detect tree magic?
Okay, Chiktrik, assuming you're correct, and these are tree wizards and they're casting tree magic. Tree magic is still magic, and Zephyr can still sense it.
Wait, so detect magic also detects tree magic?
Yes.
Magic is in it, so yes. Yes.
Should we
Well,
try
it's
the
not
path to the
really the
left
same
this
thing,
time?
but
I
it's
know you.
pretty cool that it can detect both of them.
Shall we try the path to the left this time? I know you said it leads back to near the beginning. That might be the path we need to take.
But yeah, if you can detect the tree wizard, go ahead.
Correction, the path on the right leads back to the beginning.
That's why Mark was put here. It was because
this
it
one
went
does.
backwards.
Yeah,
the
Red
beginning.
said that went near the beginning.
Yeah.
Near the beginning? Yes, it does go
Yeah.
near the beginning, yes.
I'll go for it.
The one on the right goes all the way back to the beginning. Are you all going through that one?
There's only-
Yeah.
Yeah, we can at least take a look, a peek, if you will.
So when we find the tree wizard, I want to make a door out of it.
There is no tree wizard.
There's no.
I'm pretty certain there is.
You need
So
a
when
book
we
to read
find
something.
You know
What?
what, Chiktrik? If we find a tree wizard, you have full license to make the most gorgeous door out of the tree wizard.
I will. Don't you worry about that.
Hey, Red, do you want to mark this side of the portal as well?
Yes.
Should I assume that you are marking all the ones that you come through from now on?
Yes, please. Alright.
Must be like, ooh, I'll take that.
Here comes another one. Phew.
Oh wait, this is one we've been through.
I have to
We
restart
went
on
through.
track,
We
so-
came out to the other side, so I think this side will take us somewhere different.
That's correct.
Yep.
That's correct.
But like,
Fireboy Water Girl style.
And we're all. I think we're all going through.
You're all going through?
yeah.
I think unless otherwise stated, like one of us goes through. I'll go through.
Yeah.
Alright.
We'll check what days.
And you're going south.
I'm starting to dislike this.
And let me go ahead and give you guys your white chalk thing that's there, because you're marking them all now.
Yes,
There you go.
please.
Same color. Blue, yep, I'll go mark where you came through. It's like, if you want to just like walk back through and mark it real quick.
Yeah.
I do not like walking through all these. I wonder if the world around me is even real with how quickly it disappears.
The eye roll.
Just before one of us.
The
Yeah.
world around you is much more real than you are.
Teleportation is nothing new.
Right.
Chiktrik.
What? I say to Red.
The world around you is more real than you are.
It's
What?
because your head's all the way in the bottom and your this.
That's not me asking for clarification. That's me being confused as Chiktrik.
Yeah.
Teleportation is not new magic.
I forgot to unpause, I'm sorry.
Into the net. We should go to the right now.
It's
Right.
lightly tug on. How could I forget?
Katherine?
On Catherine's. Said Gwynethyn.
Gwynethyn.
That's
Just to get
probably
your
one of them.
Yes.
Hold on. There's a portal over here.
Hold
There's
on.
one over here. And we haven't been through either of them yet.
Pivvet wants something from me.
This one.
I'm not sure. Is this?
Yes.
I'll try to keep it in.
I am unfortunately quite sure that the instructors were quite aware of hideous.
Well, I'm.
Yeah, he was.
Getting my opponents.
Well, consider. This one is very difficult to get because it is so tedious. Wander through the woods, end up somewhere new every time we take 15 seconds. They knew this, but they also knew that we'd be able to get our ingredients very easily. So half of our ingredients we were able to get very easily. You unexpectedly had a third, but I'm sure that would have been also quite difficult. Half the ingredients are difficult, half of them are easy. I'm sure that was quite.
Trey Zephyr.
Right?
Right, it is.
The tree wizard.
Are you all going that way?
Yep.
Yeah. And there's a portal there.
Alright,
I don't know
before
why it has been marked.
before you even all are able to get through, you start seeing those who just went through like coming through the other side, because like here's where it comes out. Chiktrik, knee, Zephyr,
Yeah.
you can all see them still walking that way.
Oh.
Oh.
Actually,
Well,
Red goes to turn around and like mark the thing, and somebody
Right.
steps on his hand.
Do you think if I run fast enough I can catch myself?
No.
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 I'm gonna try it.
And don't get lost.
You try it and fail, of course.
Chiktrik, they would have to be practically on top of each other for you to even have a chance.
And you still wouldn't have a chance, because that ain't how that works.
The other way then?
I think I could do it if I turned it a
Once
little
I
more.
unfreeze.
Like if I was a bit faster, then I'd be able to see my shadows, and then like get a little bit faster. I'd get to my ankles a little faster.
Chiktrik,
You know.
you entirely go through the portal all at once. There's no point where your leg is on one side and your arm is on another.
Of course, I'm like right here, and then I'm also over there.
No, you are always entirely in one place.
I don't know about that.
You don't know about a lot of things.
Very true. Like this being one of them.
Oh boy. Oh. We have a chalk marking. We've been here.
Yes.
Just
We have been through,
Babe, can you just drag Pivvet to us? I think he got lost.
Oh, yep.
we have been through one side. We have not been through the other side, I don't think.
Pivot, are you picking up leaves?
Oh,
They are very interesting leaves.
Why? Those are not the ingredients we need. As far as I'm aware, those aren't the ingredients in any spell.
see? He opens up a part of his bag and like just brings out like a random, like probably just grass, like just a weed.
I walk over to Pivot all menacingly and then pat him on the back. You're developing your gathering instincts already. Good on you.
Pat him on the back, falls over.
Gotta work on that strength.
Like a fucking weeble wobble.
Nice to push people.
Without helping him up.
He walks over and he kind of helps him up. The duality.
You shouldn't push people.
Mia's gonna mark it and then run
That's
back.
why they get strong.
Well, I think we were all going through. Is that not the right way?
Good
It
rat.
is.
What are you?
He's coming back to tell you guys.
Oh my god.
We're all trying to go through. We're just not being dragged.
Yeah, you start going through and you bump into the.
You think if we had like a giant block of wood, we placed it in the spot we'd be teleported to, if we go to the portal again, on the other side, we just walk through it without any hindrance because it can't teleport us?
What?
So anyway,
We'd be teleported in the block of wood.
in here, in this lovely shaded region right here, is it's not on the map, but there's a little log with like mushrooms growing on it. It looks very, very old. It's mossy, lichenous, covered in leaves, and there's one flower growing from it, the one that you need.
Katherine
I
will.
heard
Oh, I was gonna have Katherine like very carefully like pick it and then put it in like a fucking fabric pouch.
No, I ripped it off and I put it in my bag.
No, Chiktrik, be careful with it.
That's
Oh, we don't need it to be alive. So
Yes.
like,
Chiktrik, the point is to gather ingredients for spells. Meaning,
Yeah.
if the flower is not in a condition that we can use it for a spell, then it's pointless for our assignment. Will you please give it to me
What
so that I can
condition?
properly store it?
He walks forward. He goes,
literally a flower.
he walks forward. He
Give
goes,
it to
actually, I'm a
Katherine.
Chiktrik. Can I see it?
Sure. I kind of open the bag and show you.
Yeah, scoops it up gently.
And Katherine's gonna hold out a fucking satin pouch for it.
Yeah, and just drops it in like.
Closes it and like puts it back in her bag.
Yeah. Pause right here for a second. Bathroom break, because I have to go.
Okay. You wanna pause the recording?
Yeah. All right. It's resumed.
Oh, that was appropriately so.
We've resumed.
Chiktrik,
Oh, Pivot.
you know what VIP is.
Pivot. So she sort of like pat his head again and cast prestidigitation to get the fucking dirt on his snap off.
I look at Kristoff like so betrayed. Like, dude.
Chiktrik. The ingredients have to be in a certain condition to still be able to use them for spells. I know we're not actually. They do. They objectively do. I know we're not actually using them for a spell right now. But this is a simulation of us gathering spells given ingredients when we actually need them. It will impact our grade if we bring back the ingredients in a condition where it would be unusable.
Chiktrik,
I still think it's
Chiktrik, I know you're not very serious about doing this to there, but I do not want to end up seeing you in prison.
Now, hold up. Hold up. I am serious about being a student here. What are you talking about?
You're not
Out of your behavior. Out of your behavior. Out of it.
What is Chiktrik's
What about
class
my
again?
behavior?
You are not blending
No,
in.
I think a rogue.
I don't think I'm trying to blend in. I'm being.
No, he's in Vegas. Wow.
Watch your behavior.
You might care about attending here for whatever reason I can't have it. But you don't seem to care about your grades very much. But I do. And I'm sure several people in our group do. If you don't care about your grades, then just, at the very least, don't make ours worse.
I'm sorry I didn't care about my grades.
Must say it was very disconcerting for you to say, I would do burn down the library when we are in the library.
No, I didn't say I would. I said it'd be nice if it did.
While you guys are all bickering, you guys can hear the rustling of leaves getting a little bit closer.
We should leave.
Everyone,
Oh my god, is this a wizard?
And furthermore, if you
was it?
don't have to end up in the pirate
Red.
prison,
Red.
Hold up.
Red's just gonna keep going, like,
I'm gonna-
like big them speed.
Well, Catherine's gonna,
Alright.
like, just tug on Pivot's sleeve and,
Where's the
like,
sound
start...
coming from?
Yeah,
Down.
it's gonna start running with.
Down. Where's the sound coming from?
Generally, kind of this direction, until
Oh,
eventually you hear it come from this direction, just before you see a couple of people walk through this way.
I was gonna say that I was gonna stealth into this area.
where are you going? I'm not finished talking to you.
Yeah, sure, you can stealth into that area, but Red's gonna make that hard, I think.
Where are you going?
I want to pull out my shield.
Mr. Pivvet is a thaumaturg, right? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. How much time do we have before, like, any of these happens?
I mean, these
Okay,
just look
sorry.
like students, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. The, like, tips of Christopher's fingers glow like a gold color as he, like, kind of sits with his hand, like, behind his head, tapping it awkwardly.
Okay. Is everybody ready? Prepared?
Alright.
Okay. So when they come in, the guy in the front, they're all just like laughing about something that was being said, and then he sees who all is hearing. Goes, oh, if it isn't Cinder Henning, what are you doing here? What a coincidence.
Who is it?
You.
You don't know.
Who are they dressing?
I'm sorry.
Sure.
Do I know you?
Well, that's a little hurtful. You don't recognize me by my crest. He points out a very small pin on his lapel. Oh, come get a little closer. You can't really see it. Here, I'll bring it to you. You'll recognize it. She'll recognize it. He chats back at those behind him. She'll recognize it.
Do I recognize it?
Probably, yeah. It is a lower noble family's crest.
Do I remember which one?
Ooh, that's
What is
tough
it
because
to her?
it's an earl. So you wanna? What's your here? I can roll for you a like society, or do you have a specific
No.
lore?
Hold up.
I have
think it'd
genealogy.
be reasonable for a noble to be educated in the crests of their kingdom.
Well, she is. It is reasonable, but he's not somebody who is like actually directly beneath her that she would know. He's somebody like far adjacent, just in the same region.
Well, how many families are there?
There's a lot.
Would
A lot of
genealogy
people.
lore be the right
Yeah.
one?
Genealogy, yeah, you have genealogy lore. You know, because you have the lore, there's not really a chance that you failed this one. Yeah, you have genealogy lore, that's fine. Yeah, this is the Griffiths.
I would think that the son of Earl Griffith would remember my title.
Well, I do remember your title. What gave you the impression that I didn't remember your title?
Your lack of using it.
Oh,
I chose not to use it. It just didn't seem that appropriate. We're equal standing right now, aren't we?
Probably.
Hardly. We're on the same project. We've got all of our ingredients, but this one we're here for the stupid flower.
pity.
What, do you already have it?
Doesn't seem to be one growing over there.
Uh-huh. Look. I have a proposal. You know the mechanics of this forest, don't you?
Yes.
So go on, rack your pretty little brain and figure out what it is I'm proposing.
Oh. Are you another one? And you what?
No, I'm suggesting that you already took mine. But I'd be willing to play fair and give it up. You can take it, you can have it, turn it in, get your little A, you know, run home to daddy, show him a good report card. But I want the chance to prove that I deserve it. We have a duel.
If you deserved it.
I was being a gentleman. Yes. Isn't that right? He turns to his lackeys who are like, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Right on, Carson. Yeah, he's like, so, if you understand that there's these woods, and especially in the presence of that flower, none of us can die. There's no need to hold back.
Why?
Why on earth should I accept?
Because
I have.
if you don't, we'll just start the fight and knock you all out and take it.
I'm psychotic.
Sure, but you can't die. It's not really dangerous.
You,
I'm gonna jump out and attack him.
I would report you.
Jump out and attack him. All right, let's roll initiative.
I'm picturing just like this little skinny fancy twink talking to us.
Absolutely. That's completely correct.
Alright, let me roll to attack.
Nope, you're rolling initiative.
You need to start. Yeah, we need to start initiative, man.
Roll yourself
Hey,
initiative.
Lewis. Oh God.
Oh,
Right.
should I
Anyone's
start
left to do
attacking
this?
Because, like, I was
Yes.
stealthing?
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh, that's pretty bad.
But you can roll stealth for initiative.
Nice.
John, might I say, this character is such a dick, and you play him so well.
Thank you.
Can I be added, please?
This is
You add yourself when you roll initiative.
I don't have
I
the
get
option.
+1 because I was scouting.
Oh yeah, we all do.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I see.
I have to do that.
So add one to all of ours.
I'll add one to those who tied.
Didn't add it. Oh, okay.
So like, if it matters, I'll add one.
like with Catherine.
Should I
Right,
use
like
my
with
hero
Katherine.
point for this? Because, like, I got a 16.
Yeah, so you would still go first, so he could make you 17 and 16.
No, I mean, I kind of want to go before this dude.
I don't know if that's where the hero
Before
points in
what,
there.
dude? You haven't tied anyone.
I'm
He's asking if he could use he's suggesting that he use a hero point to
Oh, I
re-roll
see.
and go up.
Forgot I wasn't gonna do that earlier.
Go ahead.
I mean, well, what would you have to roll to beat him? Because he got a 20.
You have a 20. I'd have to roll a 12 or the 13.
Okay,
Oh,
so yeah,
That's
a
not
pretty
that
good chance.
bad. That's a
Go for
good
it.
chance.
I don't know.
So we got a ton of hero points around the table right now. So, and I think this is the only fight of the session, honestly.
Yeah.
So where's my thing? There it is. Reroll hero point.
Nice.
Nice.
27. Oh my god.
Nice.
Oh wait, you said. I think it's worth it if you set your turn back because I can just magic weapon your attack.
Ooh.
Do you
Basically,
know
you
where I
plus-
Well,
am,
no,
though?
don't do that because that's going to give away his position.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say, do you know where I am to cast the?
I think just let Chiktrik go first, and then you can buff him after.
Okay, for sure. Or I can buff our other
Yeah.
DPS.
Like buff Zephyr, who's going up soon. Buff Katherine maybe, but I mean, if you're using a magic weapon, don't
Yeah,
put it on
don't-
Katherine.
Yeah, don't
Maybe
give
do
me
it
a
on
magic
Pivot.
weapon.
Pivot would be a good choice.
That's
Just on
what I meant. That is what I meant. Sorry, I forgot his name.
Pivot the American.
Pivot the American Rat Man.
Yeah.
Alright,
I love
Chick
that
Trick.
way. I have Italian as such.
I'm gonna rush out, and I'm gonna use Gouging Claw, and I am going to try. I'll go slashing damage. I'm gonna aim for his face.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm going for the moneymaker.
Yep.
You should target him first.
Oh,
you know what? You want to use my hero point?
That's going to not hit unless
Can
yeah.
you use my hero point on that?
you okay with that?
Oh, absolutely. I'm
Go ahead.
done for the.
Wait, why are you just using Gouging Claw and not doing a spell strike?
So in short, I just like do a melee attack, and then if that hits, I get to cast a spell.
Yep.
So just roll for the melee.
Why don't you just use that same
or-
attack roll? So you have a 9, but you get to use whatever your.
Yep. What is your bonus to weapon attacks?
Probably
trying to
plus
find
8.
it.
It looks like it is probably 2 higher than his spell attack.
Plus 8.
Yeah.
Oh, where do I find that?
It sure is. I see it right there.
It's in your actions tab.
And you've got arcane fists.
Oh,
That's nice.
right. It was on the encounter.
So would a 17 hit him then?
17 does hit.
Okay, so don't use my hero point. Oh,
Give me
no.
1 second, I'm getting a call.
So that means I do the damage from the fist and the
And Gouging Claw, yes. There's Gouging Claw.
Yeah, already prepped.
There's the fist. Anyway,
So are we restarting again, or
no, 11 damage.
I mean we paused, right?
Yes.
And you resumed.
Oh, was he also flat-footed in the strike? That probably doesn't add anything.
No.
Okay.
He wasn't flat-footed, or
No, he was not. Because he sprinted first. Like he just ran out there.
Oh yeah, that's a whole feature for the rogue.
Mhm.
Okay.
I like the idea of Chiktrik just jumping out of the trees and just smacking them.
Yeah, straight across
That
the
was
face.
funny.
His whole body spins, his arms like are out and flail.
just like big old gash across the face.
Mm.
Oh.
This is one of the few times I've ever felt even a modicum.
Yeah. Oh no, we are going to go to prison.
Chiktrik, is your turn over?
I like to test the not dying thing. Yes.
Then end your turn. Click the end turn button.
No, Red. You're not going to prison.
Christopher?
Little Griffiths. Challenge
Good.
us.
With his glowing cold fingers, he taps
I really thought that was gonna set him off.
off and casts magic weapon.
You're gonna cast it on.
Pivot.
Pivot. 2 turns, and then it kind of shifts from the gold to be another slight different color. You cast if it posts, please. Not posting, but I'm gonna cast guidance on Pivot as well.
Alright, cool.
Nice.
There it is.
Those.
Finally.
Come on. Do you not have you don't have any weapons in?
I did.
Not you.
I
Pivot.
wasn't sure whether to put one in. The mind soul.
Mm.
Oh, I see.
Alright.
Alright, so now it is there, and we can drag that on. And look, you have the feature. Cool. Perfect. Okay. Whew.
There's some.
Person's turn. Let's see here. After he's done spinning, he goes, "Ow! That really hurt!"
So
How dare
you
you?
get her more.
You uncouth beast! And he's going to...
Thank you.
Please call him that.
Oh god.
Doesn't say that, of course.
He's going to cast fear onto Chiktrik.
Yeah. In there.
Go ahead.
You're gonna give this thing where I can do that.
It's there, it's in the chat.
Hold up.
Where
Right?
is that?
Oh, there.
That was an accident.
Oh, you're not gonna ring bell? Yeah, no, that wouldn't work here, huh? Oh yeah, it would. I mean, you could ring the bell if you wanted.
I'll go on ahead then.
Yeah, so you can use the disrupting harmony.
I was trying to see if I could, and it wouldn't click open because it's a glitch.
No, disrupting cacophony, that's the one.
And then I accidentally clicked the thing that makes it. But looks like I can.
So is this person holding a weapon? Or
Yeah, distracting cacophony would make him stupefied.
So it could lower the DC, and make Chiktrik succeed.
Yep.
I'll go for it. Yeah, Pivvet's gonna take out his spell and just like start.
Okay, stupefied 1.
Does 18 make that save then?
I think.
Well, it's still 17, but his DC goes down by 1. No, it still fails.
Okay.
He's higher than me.
Yes.
That's okay. I'll put the fear effect on.
Yep, go ahead.
Makes sense. He's like the boss.
The boss.
Feed counter. The boost feed counter.
Yeah.
My father will hear about this.
And then... Ow, stop ringing that incessant bell! He's gonna throw up a shield.
Oh.
I'd like to point out that he's a pussy and Christopher's not. He doesn't. They just look at him.
Kane's gonna slide back behind Chiktrik and be like, "Yeah, I got you, bro,"
Fine.
and throw just a firm thunk of a metal gauntlet against the back of Chiktrik's head. Oh, let me mark you real quick. Four damage.
Okay.
Then
Oh, I like it gives you an undo button now.
he will also throw a guidance onto Rocco. Zephyr.
Cool. I'm gonna stroll up here. Hello. I'm going to go ahead and spell strike. Forgotten how to use this application. Cool.
Jess, where did you come from? Were you able to get one more step?
What?
Where did you? I don't know where you started your movement.
Right here?
Yeah, so go
Yeah,
one more
but
step
there's
to your
no flanking.
What? I can't hear you.
Like
sorry.
flank right here with Chiktrik is what she's saying.
Because I'm dumb and forgot that.
You're fine.
anything.
You're fine.
Hey! Oh.
Think? Oh.
What?
Actually, I'm gonna use my. I thought I'm gonna use my hero point because like fuck this guy.
Right click on it and you can choose reroll using a hero point.
I'm sorry. Think?
What's
Oh.
the status? Oh. Starting. Oh.
So sorry.
No
Oh,
way.
wait, use my hero point.
Okay.
What? I shouldn't use all the hero points, right?
Take the hero point. This is our only fight.
Whoops.
Are you guys like being serious or?
Yes.
Yeah, I use
Actually,
mine.
my hero
I'll just
point.
get
I just took mine away. Use it.
Okay.
Go ahead and just make another strike.
Oh yeah, it's not doing it. Okay, that's fine. That's
Yeah, I
fine.
think you wanna
Let's
do
try this again. Please.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, cool.
Wait,
Roll,
yes.
roll damage.
So then I roll damage there. And then, oh, I also want to. Okay, I want to say also, I'm not trying to kill this guy. I don't care if it's not going to work because of the flower. I want to try and not kill this guy, so I'm going to try and use like the blunt side of my weapon.
Okay, you needed to say that before you made the attack roll.
I forgot. I was going to.
That makes that a 20. 20 would still.
No,
be
I mean, like, I just can't allow it because you waited until after you saw your roll.
That's okay. I mean, you don't have to allow it.
Yeah. Don't worry though, because like you can't kill him. He'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, like we knew, like doing research on the flower, that he wouldn't be able to die near it.
Oh, okay.
What's that fire damage from produced flame?
Okay.
And then. Oh. For being an ass. Alright. And then.
Yeah, he like falls. He goes down. You like hit him.
Like a fucking
Deep slap right through, like into his back, and it carves straight in. But as it carves through, the skin like seals back over while it's doing it, and it's glowing like sort of pinkish, with a tinge of green, and they're the same colors as the flower. And he falls down. He's like, oh, that hurts. Oh, and then like after like convulsing on his back a little bit, he just like, oh dear, and passes out.
Thought about that before being an ass. And then I'm gonna raise my shield against his compadres.
You moved in spell strike.
Yeah, so
Oh shit, I forgot movements in action in this. So sorry, never mind, I'm done.
you're good. Pivot.
My bad.
Yes. Well,
You were supercharged pivot.
your pivot's ready to go. Well, that man just went down, so pivot's going to. I'm gonna roll exploit vulnerability on. Do I use it on someone specifically?
Yeah, so you
The man
make
next
one.
to Chiktrik, I can't.
Yeah, you
I
target
don't
one
have to.
specific person, and if you critically succeed, they're both humanoids, so it'll go off against both of them. But if you regularly succeed, it only works on him.
So exploit vulnerability. What am I? Where am I rolling?
You roll against the
You-
creature's level, so
you
just roll
choose-
your esoteric lore.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. It's esoteric lore.
Esoteric word.
Yep, and then John just lets you know the creature's level. That's how it's based, whether you succeed or not.
Yep.
You could also, I think, target them and roll it.
21 is a success, but not a critical success.
Fine by me. Which means
He learned its highest weakness. He doesn't have any. And you can now either exploit its mortal weakness, which he doesn't have any, or its personal antithesis, which you can apply onto him.
what is? Recency.
All three of them are human.
Okay, and they seem like frat guys. All right, so
Bottle of cheap booze.
Pompous frat guys.
cheap booze.
No,
Yeah.
cheap booze is the frat boys' bread and butter.
Yeah.
Pivot is going to like immediately like scour through his pack and pull out a ash, and he's going to tie it around the hilt of his little mind blade. And his theory is that okay, well, he's probably so insecure about homophobia, so
I don't think homophobia exists in our fantasy land.
it might not. I don't know.
Yeah, I generally don't include homophobia in here.
Why don't you just go with he thinks he's so manly he can't stand the color pink?
All right, we'll go with that.
Which I don't get that, guys. I like.
Pink's a great color.
It's a good brand.
A really nice pink is great.
I'm just saying the stereotype exists.
Yeah,
Yeah, you are correct.
I'm just
Anyway,
saying, you'd probably look nice in like a
Let's get
light
another
pink
those kind of-
sweatshirt.
I have so many of those.
Surrounded
But
by pink.
I'll show you some.
He was surrounded by pink with his
It's purple. He's wearing purple. Purple's a man's color.
Purple, it's regal.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Pivot's going
No,
to...
you don't see. That was the issue.
That's so good.
Oh, can you move one more further?
No, that was all 25 feet.
25, damn.
Do
Unfortunately.
rat folks not have 30 feet? Oh, excuse me.
No,
Well, even if he had 30 feet, it would be 35 because every other is.
I
Oh,
only have
yeah.
25 feet.
Oh,
Can you move?
okay, so he's still supercharged anyways.
Can you move here anywhere? So that way you're not in my way. In case you don't do it.
There we go. So, we attack. There we go. Strike. Oh,
That's not gonna do it.
awesome. Well, that's my turn.
All right, Catherine, you're up.
Well, magic missile on his ass.
On Kane.
Yeah.
Don't
Oh,
call
you're
that.
touching D&D while wearing the D&D shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
No,
continue to.
It's the D&D Honor Among Thieves shirt.
Yeah, get it right.
Anyway,
God.
What's that doing again?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Makes it even more funny.
Yeah.
alright, that was all 3 of my actions.
Okay.
All right, Rocco. It's time for me to discover what your class was. Oh yeah. Rocco has guidance. What do you think? Okay. Hey, you back off, bud! He hops over Carson carefully and brings the this great sword out from behind him and brings it down onto the little pitiful rat man.
Oh.
Wow, I was right there.
Well,
Yeah, well, the rat one is the one that's
Pitiful rat man
supercharged.
seems easy to squash.
I guess.
And he uses
He's not-
vicious strike with his guidance.
wait, he
That
rides, draws, casts guidance, and does vicious strike?
He had guidance.
He already had
He already
guidance.
had guidance on.
Okay, I see.
Oh, it's
So,
one attack for 2. Never mind, I was gonna say-
but he misses, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And now the guidance goes away.
Rip.
And let me grab the guidance immunity. Just slap onto him. Okay, boom up.
Oh, yeah, Red's gonna hit him with the quick. But no, that you could not even outrun the tree whose roots you stand on.
Dang, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to play this character for
Oh, and it succeeds. Okay, yeah, that works.
cool. Now watch me not be able to use that at all because none of my abilities go with that. He's
It
gonna
takes a
open up his-
-2 status penalty to will save. Somebody capitalize on that.
Yeah, that's for other people. He opens up his hooded lantern and shoots a big old fireball out of it.
Nice.
I don't have anything that can happen.
I don't think you're wanting to use base kinesis. I think you're wanting to use your
Elemental blast.
yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
+7 is level 1. Oh!
Let's go.
All right. And that's on Rocco, or
Yeah, same guy.
okay.
He's gonna die before anyone can capitalize on.
Yeah.
You know
But he
what?
won't die. He'll be fine.
Okay, get knocked down.
Okay.
That says 1d8 plus 8. All right. So
At 20.
why would I do that?
1d8 plus.
Just copy paste that into the slash in front of it.
It's 1d8 plus 4 times 2. So if I just subtract 4, I'm just going to use what Red gave. But -4 is 6 times 2 is 12.
Okay, thank you. I am so sorry. I
You're
need to get the sheet together for this guy. I had no
It's
idea
all
that
good,
the,
yeah.
Elemental Blast was not in here.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. It should be.
Okay.
Moving on to Chiktrik.
Alright, I am going to use my elemental this.
Oh, Arcane Cascade.
Yeah, it's a slashing. And then I am going to strike out at the fool who is near death. Alright, let's go. Yeah. Oh,
Which
shit.
one are you hitting?
The one I'm targeting.
I see.
And,
Damn.
Okay. Now I switch targets.
Oof.
Oh.
Rocco's like looking around and like totally just drops his sword and puts his hands up.
There's my turn.
Christopher? Rocco's dropped his sword and has put his hands up.
He walks forward and he kind of kicks the sword away. Like, gently. He's, like, making sure not to kick the blade, though, you know?
Yeah.
And in his hand, he forms, like, his blue energy, and he holds it up, and he goes, are we done? We are done, right?
Yeah, I just kind of don't want to get punched in the face right now.
Good
choice.
You should make sure that little Griffith's not
Yeah.
sure what's going to happen when we leave.
Do y'all know where I could maybe find like another one of those flowers? I really didn't even want to fight here. He just starts it.
Just a moment.
There may
If we're...
be others hidden elsewhere in the wood.
Cool, right on.
Excuse me, hello.
Yeah.
Yes, Chiktrik.
Before... If we, like, are forgoing the turns, then I want to punch him in the face.
But the turns are not.
No, it is my turn. I am doing shit.
Okay, I didn't know if we ended combat.
Yes, we did.
Because it sounded like we ended combat, so I wasn't sure.
That was me, like, making sure we ended combat. That was him holding up a shield touch in preparation to just, like, drop this man.
Okay, so everybody's getting a D8.
Anyways, he's gonna 3-action heal everyone in this area.
Okay, that does include them as well.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
the battle's
He's
over.
gonna be... Yeah, he's like, I'm not just gonna let them die here.
They're not dead.
Well,
Right.
he's just...
But we don't know if they'll succumb to their injuries after we leave. We don't know what's gonna happen when the flower leaves.
Oh.
What's happening? Why am I trying to... Babe, what's happening?
What?
User I am bad lacks permission to update combatant.
I had that too.
Yeah.
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about because I didn't do shit.
That's weird.
I want to say something. If we do exit combat and Chiktrik tries to attack this man, I wish to put myself in the way of the attack because he has surrendered, and that is
Okay, so anyways.
fine sportsmanship.
I'm gonna show some, cool flavoring.
Karsten, still on the ground really quickly. Karsten, like when he is able to breathe like in from the healing, he goes, "Oh, that was so scary." All right, you can continue.
Alright, so as he heals, these kind of like green threads from like everyone, like wave off of them and connect up to Christopher.
Ooh, that's
So
cool.
just as a-
First
And, like,
off,
it's
this-
I just kind of like looks down at him coldly.
First, this is twice you've taken away my fun. I wanted to make sure that they wouldn't die.
he then now is walking over to the man that he just healed. He goes, other than the plants, I'm the only reason your bones are not in so much pain. Now, are we done harassing Katherine?
He holds his arm like this.
I wanted
My
to
bones.
step on his spine to make sure he wouldn't die. Now I don't get to do that.
So, Jon is doing stuff.
You're all monsters. All of you.
I seem to remember you challenged them.
Yeah, but I thought I would win.
I mean, you were pretty much children, so, like, you know.
Children.
He turns like kind of angrily.
Like, aged by their strength.
He turns angrily towards
The older you
Chiktrik.
are, the stronger you are. That's how humans are, right?
No.
No. What, John?
Children, who are you calling? And he turns angrily towards you to see you. Right. Well, come on, Rocco, Kane. Let's go. Not another moment in the presence of these filthy animals.
Christopher politely nods to the man he just like threatened to like freeze over his head.
So, like, you're telling me that human age is not determined by your strength, or, like, when you grow older, you don't grow stronger?
Right as they're like leaving and Rocco and Kane are going around the corner, Karsten turns back. And be sure to know that my father will hear about this.
Yes,
There.
sure. Both of our fathers would love to hear about this
Have
incident.
fun telling him in 8 years.
Yes.
He pauses for a moment after Katherine mentions her own father. Well, I mean, we don't need to be so rash.
Why not? He wanted to tell you off.
Right. Just, I think it would be good for him to know.
You're gonna
And it
tell your
wouldn't be good
father.
for mine to know.
Um,
It wouldn't.
I
do
think
my
it would
father
be.
well to
I think it
know.
would be really great if you told your father without telling any names.
Well, you don't think that he should know that the son of an earl in his territory is behaving so?
I'm not in his territory anymore. Your father has no control over mine.
I'm gonna punch him.
Yes.
I start walking up to him.
Okay, it's
All right, goodbye. No, we're moving. We're moving. God, what rancid mutts, animals, all of them, a lot of them.
So, like, back to that human thing. You're telling me that as humans grow older, they don't grow stronger?
I mean, in a literal sense, yes, but like at a certain point, it's not really linked to age anymore. It's more skill.
Those are adults. Those are human adults.
Yes.
I'm so
If you
sorry.
could call them back.
after the Griffiths and his gang walk away, Christopher lets out this shaky exhale of like terror.
John, after the session, came for that thing on my sheet.
Yeah.
For the little less, thank you.
They were quite weak.
And
It
please,
does seem to add
wait
up.
back. Oh, please.
Are you
Thank
alright?
you.
Oh,
Chiktrik has in his head that, like, your noble title is, like, indicative of how strong you are.
I mean,
There's
he's not
stages
wrong.
of human Pokemon evolution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Thank
just
you.
showed him with the more.
Thank you, Christopher.
We can. We have what we need.
Mhm.
Yes, we should go.
So
So,
only
John,
got to hunt one person, though.
Yeah.
Or one group.
how much chalk did I use? Because I had 10 of them. I subtracted 2.
I think you could probably give yourself one back. You probably didn't use. You probably just used one for all that. There wasn't a whole lot of marking. It was enough to maybe wear out one piece of chalk.
Okay, cool. I wasn't
Can
sure
I-
if each use of a chalk was an entire chalk.
Yeah,
Nah, I see.
there's a lot of tests I wish I could have done with that flower. Like, if I took off one of his fingers, would it grow back, or would it have to be reattached?
No,
Hey.
it all it does is prevent people from dying.
So it doesn't heal, but it did heal that one wound that he got on his back. What was
Because
up
it
with
would
that?
have been fatal if it didn't. It doesn't heal wounds, really. It just prevents death. It made the wound such that it wasn't a fatal one. It's painful.
Again, I didn't realize that, like, if you
It's kind of lame.
if Christopher froze that guy's head, it wouldn't have been healed because it's not. Would it have if you just like froze the guy's brain? I don't know. Let's find out.
Red is gonna
Find
put the
out.
lantern out. Blow out the
real quick.
lantern.
Before we leave this area, Pivot scour where we picked the flower and maybe pick the rest of the stem and find if it's just. And I know it's
Yeah, sure.
but something he wants.
Yeah.
Pivot, did you want to put that in the pouch with the rest of the flower, or did you want to keep?
Hey, here.
Oh.
Sorry.
Are you gonna use that one technique where they use the roots of one plant and like the body of another, and you kind of combine them?
Ooh. This landscaping lore.
Maybe it's none of your business. Gonna shove it back in his pouch.
Grafting or whatever.
Yeah.
I
I think
like
it's funny
the
that-
assertiveness.
And Chiktrik knows that, but he doesn't know how like a library works.
Yeah, that's Chiktrik right there.
It doesn't
It's like plant thing, but he goes, a library? Never heard of that. Is that like a fighting ring?
Yeah.
Is that where I challenge people for their ranks? Is this how I send in a social letter?
I like to think he's oddly informed.
Yeah, I mean, it would make sense, like, he's from, like, poor place, so they probably do fucking shit like that.
Yeah.
It's really funny that you say.
I said it like that.
Zephyr's gonna kind of go up to Katherine and say, I want to ask, can I take it too far at the end with the...
Not at all.
Oh,
We
it's
were
like cousin?
quite assured that the flower would keep us alive and keep opponents alive, and we were not the ones that don't think any of us did
Wonderful.
anything wrong.
I just wanted to make sure it's not going to mess anything up, with standing or whatever.
You
right?
kept your
no,
party alive.
even-
Whatever you did was good.
To be quite honest, even if you had killed him, it really affected me.
Right. You also mentioned a title or you mentioned actually the title that he's supposed to use. Is that something that we need to be doing as well? Because I was not.
Don't worry about
informed.
it. I don't really see a point in making commoners. But,
It is
Okay.
important for respect. What is your title?
just lady when you're addressing me.
Okay, lady.
Usually it is attached to my name.
Lady Catherine.
There you go. You really don't have to.
It would be good practice for when I go home and I address the queen.
Would you
Sure.
like us to address you by your title?
I have no preference, really.
I'm still calling you Caitlin.
That is not. That is
Yeah,
not.
I've been getting her name wrong this whole time.
No, it's been excellent.
Do you
Alright,
know what my
addition-
name actually is, or are you doing this?
Caitlin. Starts with a K.
Katherine.
Caitlin. Yeah, starts with a K.
It makes sense given the fact that every time Matt spells his own character's name, it is different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I assume that's also a cultural orc thing.
Yeah, that like it's like if the name's close enough. Like he's probably the only one in his entire like clan area that uses a sound that's like ch and ends with Rick. So if any name that does that would be his name.
Oh my god.
I love this lore.
Yeah. Deep lore.
Do we want to say we've been having this conversation, like walking and talking?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, head it out. Cool.
I hope he fucking hears me say that, like, even if Zephyr had killed him, it wouldn't have affected me in any way.
Do you think if we run, we can catch up to them?
Why?
I would like to tackle him from behind.
We are fine, but I think
They already
He's
surrendered.
further ahead than everyone else. Like he left.
I wish to see how these weak humans behave in combat.
You just saw it.
Yeah, but like, I need more data.
You never struck me as a research type of person.
we can get more data later.
I think we should.
Most of
As I said,
Is this?
a very muscle-brained person.
Really.
But yeah.
It was useful to hide in a tree and punch him in the face with the magic.
Yeah, I
Good.
originally thought it would be like a wild animal, and like I wanted to sneak up on it and maybe get a meal or two out of it. But people work too.
You don't eat people, do you?
Me?
No, not these people.
Oh,
But you do eat people, just not these people.
What is the definition
yeah,
of people?
pretty much.
What? Please
teacher,
tell me you haven't eaten anyone here. Like,
teacher,
at least.
please.
I have not.
You cannot eat people regularly.
Well, obviously, like how am I gonna learn from them then? Don't. Can't really absorb knowledge through my stomach.
I think we should just say you cannot eat people. Anywhere.
It's
I mean,
generally
there are
from
some places that I can do it,
such as.
such as anywhere that's not the school, I guess.
Yes, anywhere, not here.
Nowhere.
No.
Don't eat any people. That's not
Mm.
good.
So
I
long as
think I get
I
inside the people who I, kill. Besides, it's kind of a waste of meat.
Oh my
It is not a waste of meat to treat a body with respect and dignity. Give them whatever
I
burial.
do. I garnish stuff.
It is not respect and dignity
Oh.
to eat a person's
I'm
body.
sorry.
You should give them the burial that they wished for.
I'm talking about this in front of the door.
Oh.
Every student that comes in.
I kind of assumed you were
They
just
have-
like in the halls or something.
They have
Yeah.
to wish to be eaten in order for me to eat them.
I think you guys are probably headed back to class to get your grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
What was the dude's last name? Carson what?
Griffith.
I mean,
Griffith.
they're
Griffith's sitting
dead.
in this class. Is
I'm
he in
hungry.
this class?
He's not in this class.
Ah.
He's in a different section.
Okay,
I
so
wish he was in this class.
I would have had you guys run into him earlier if he was here.
Yeah, I know.
The reason why I switched seats, by the way, is because the middle one is an easier chair to just sit on.
I see. Well, is the professor in here? Or are we supposed to just like go up and turn in our ingredients?
Yeah, you go up and turn it
I'll
in.
just, is he up in his autistic
No.
room? Where is he?
It's not here yet.
Oh.
So like, Chiktrik was saying, they're dead, I'm hungry. Makes sense.
Just your behavior.
Alright,
Your behavior has to be better while you are here.
And
Do you understand?
I don't have
do you
anything.
not eat what you kill in the wild? Like, is this
Not
something
fair,
you
you
don't
don't
do?
know.
Why?
I just don't think it'll be right, you know? I make literature.
And creatures are sapient. It is different.
Yes.
Every creature is sapient. What are you talking about?
No, every creature is sentient. Not every creature is sapient. I wouldn't eat, say, a dragon. That was also a sapient.
You don't have
What's your
dragon
turn?
steak?
Watch your tongue.
I'm really good.
I just said I wouldn't.
Yes. They imply that a dragon is under video ever. Disgraceful.
But if
Wait,
I
what? Can
had
you
the
repeat that?
chance, I would go for it.
Nancy, can you repeat that?
The to imply a dragon is under video ever. It's disgraceful.
Yeah.
But if I'm stronger than the dragon, but
No.
Then I will kill you.
but what if I'm stronger than you?
You are not.
Red is so intimidating.
He's this little child-sized person.
Yeah, with the best voice, and it's just the most intimidating one-liners.
To be quite honest, Chiktrik, if it were to be a fight between you and any group of, I would side with them.
I mean, you're welcome to lose.
Now, I'm not going to. I don't have anything important or interesting to add with right now with like an actual class session being held where I like announce something or give anything out. So I think when he comes in, we just kind of have the little class session go on as normal, and you guys turn in your assignments and get back your grade, and then that's that. I don't have anything to add. Just know that it's a normal class session.
What's our grade?
Okay.
What do you guys think that you deserved?
Okay, we got all of the ingredients. They're all usable in spells. That
That
was
was not
the.
perfect though, because I think that Chiktrik kind of mutilated the flower when he.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say,
think man, because we didn't handle it.
But I'd say it would still deserve an A, just a few points off.
It's just not like a perfect A.
You guys got this 96% sound fair.
Yes. And
Yeah.
Catherine is fuming.
And Catherine is fuming. Okay, that works.
We're
96%.
keeping track of our grades.
Yeah.
That's great.
Pivvet getting his grade. Oh my gosh, second A, hooray! Catherine getting her 4-point off grade. Tears welling, holding the paper, crinkling it tightly. Can't believe this.
Staring over at Chiktrik in scorn.
Does it say why we got points off?
Yeah, there's a full review sheet.
It's because of the fucking flower, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if looks could kill, Chiktrik would be paste on the floor.
was he what?
If looks could kill, Chiktrik would be paste on the floor.
He doesn't even see you looking at it. It's like all happy about getting a 96.
I think Catherine's the only one that's pissed about getting only a 96.
She's just like me, for real, for real.
Zephyr's a little frustrated that that's how it happened, but he's like, it's it's still an A. That's not gonna hurt me in any way, shape, or form. We're chill.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
Mr. pulls the old classic of he just crumbles the paper and places it in the recycling bin without even looking at it.
Yeah.
I buy a frame and I frame it in my dorm.
Do you do that with your other project too?
Yes.
Chiktrik takes legitimate pride in the high grades, but like we don't ever give him credit for it.
What do you make of Chiktrik? Katherine, what do you make of Chiktrik?
I think he is a stubborn oaf who doesn't actually have any interest in learning and is here to bring down the rest of us.
I agree, but he did come useful, right?
He was useful in the...
Can you see him being useful at all? Elsewhere?
I mean, I can't really see us getting into many other scuffles. Those in that case he would be, but...
Get another assignment that is somewhat more athletically inclined, perhaps.
Athletically, I'm fine.
I have no idea, but if we get one, he might be useful in that respect, right? We just need to tame him.
He's not a dog.
Crazy.
A dog would be easier to
Are
train.
you sure?
You sure?
A dog would be far easier to train. That was a joke.
Yes. I'll write that one down.
I want to ask, what is Chiktrik's main ability score? Is it strength or dexterity?
Dexterity.
Ducks.
That's really funny to me.
Yeah. Just because look at him.
He's a little twink looking fucker and he's strength.
Yeah, Zephyr is far stronger than Chiktrik.
Oh yeah. You put them in an arm wrestle, Zephyr fucking dominates it.
Zephyr is literally Cloud.
Guys,
Yeah.
let the twink at it. Go crazy.
Meanwhile, also, you can take a look over at Pivvet, who is 3 dex, 4 charisma. So like we have like an example of like the small character that is actually dexterous, and then do we have anybody who is actually like looks strong and is strong? No. Yeah. So the only strong one of you guys is Zephyr, who doesn't look it. The most dexterous one of you is Chiktrik, who looks beefy.
That's really fucking funny.
That's fucking incredible.
I like that Pivot has a really high charisma, not the fact that he's so persuasive, small and pathetic.
He's so
Where
pathetic
I'm
that
sorry.
everyone feels sorry for him. And then Katherine is, of course, so charismatic because she fucking schmoozes.
Of course.
Hey guys, you can basically tell everything about Pittsburgh from the way he looks. He's pretty
Depressed
tempting.
Flame?
Not entirely Twinkie.
We love him
He-
for it.
He has 2 decks. Christopher is like, he's 6'3", but he has a slouch, guys. So
Yeah.
That's
Shall
what
we-
Elio says,
Katherine
you know.
might genuinely be taller than him because, like, she wears heels, is pretty tall, and has perfect posture.
How tall is she? I'm curious.
I want to say around, like, 5'10".
Yeah, the height is dependent on what heels I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to know how tall everybody is. Hang on. So Katherine is 5'10".
But she wears heels all the time, so she's more around, like...
yeah, he probably looks taller than him.
Of course. Just to look imposing.
How tall are her heels?
3 or 4 inches.
Jesus Christ! Okay, should I put Katherine as having normal or these 6'2" or 3?
6'2" or 3.
I'm putting it down as 6'2".
And
Okay, that's a pivot.
Like,
Also, is that Pivvet? Am I missing?
no, sorry, PIV.
How tall is Chiktrik?
He is 6'4".
I'd write down Christopher 6 foot, by the way, even though he's 6'3".
It was just Pivvet was gonna pull Katherine aside after class and say, I took the roots and flowers and
Was in your... What of it? Like you want to study it?
yes, I liked it. I just kind of wanted to collect it.
Don't understand why you got so... Don't
I just
particularly
kept
care.
really ambitious.
We are at a school. Assumed that you would be studying things that are to your interest. Is he fucking tearing up?
Yes.
She looks a little uncomfortable that he's tearing up. I mean, for future reference, don't think that anyone's going to care if you take little odds and ends. That is what we're here for.
Did Pivot have siblings? Because it definitely sounds like they judged for like liking flowers and like taking flowers. And he took his toys.
Not exactly.
Womp womp.
Womp.
Is
He
there,
gets 2 womps, I pity him enough.
is there a reason you thought we would grab for?
He pauses and he looks down. Like there's definitely still some tears in his eyes, but they seem away as he contemplates.
Well, I mean, if we're in the same group again, I don't care. You can do what you wish. I mean, you can do facing up.
Thank you.
But why are
I
you
felt I owed you
thinking
an
you don't owe me anything? Trust me. If I were owed something,
Are you sure?
you made mad.
Sorry.
That wasn't an insult or a fish for an apology.
Well,
Pivot. Put this bluntly. Ichigo is fine. It's a figure of speech. You learn to stand up for yourself. You need to learn to stop apologizing, sir. Don't care. With the free time, you act. Virtually nobody can. Stop apologizing for existing.
Duck. Between a thank you and an apology.
Aw.
Bows and runs away.
I like the picture that when Katherine wants you to know that she thinks she like deserves something from you, it's because there's like an armed Italian at your door.
No, she would just fucking bluntly tell you.
Aren't Italian?
Yeah.
You see someone doing something annoying, she just like someone playing with something annoying next to her and she just grabs it out of their hand and goes, fucking stop.
No, she would never swear. Except when she gets extremely upset, such as at Chiktrik. She would simply tell them to cease.
And if Chiktrik was annoying her, it would not.
Yeah, I found a slinky. It has bells on it.
Oh god.
Oh.
Well, that is it for that session, so we'll pick it up from here next time.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah,
Okay. Cool.
Goodbye.
Bye!
Bye.
Bye.
Adios.